anywhere around the world, wherever you're watching. We're happy to have you here to witness this great battle.
And of course, as our way of saying thanks, watch out for the code that you can redeem in your mobile MLEB app for hero skins and tournament chests right there on the bottom of your screens. Watch out for that.
And with that, we're jumping into the land of Dawn here. Match number 2, day 3 of week 1. ONIC Philippines versus RSG Philippines. Getting a good look here. Both junglers getting set up once again. Rotations here are going to be crucial for them, how they want to set the pace of this beginning of the game. Escalera very deep with information here for ONIC Philippines.
Maybe the right thing to do, actually, because you need to know where their opponents will be playing at. And you're going to be playing like, this is essentially a double support setup, right, for ONIC. Especially with Super Fritz on the Faramis, you can also build up damage, but at the same time, you play it like a support. So you can clear out the waves easily with this set of heroes from ONIC.
Yeah, they're playing around so much with the damage right now, and King Kong keeping pace. Yep. Super Prince can never forget there was a season that he played almost just Faramis, so you know mastery is there.
For sure. Never forget how good he is. And look at the aggression coming out from ONIC. Already King Kong is taking over the Crammer that should be belonging for RSG. And I always say, like, whenever those trades happen, it's always great for the invader because you not only do you get EXP, you take away EXP from your opponent. So you can see that King Kong is actually leading against Demon Kite.
He's bowling
Great plays from ONIC.
Oh yeah, look at that right now. Some good utility being forced off by ONIC. And ONIC were also able to force a flicker out of RTZ earlier, so it's pretty big.
And not only that, but they got the retribution out from Demon Kite here. But if they kind of stall this out, they might still be able to contest this turtle.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
There,
they got 15 seconds here, so all that crucial timing on the retribution. King Kong already used Daytona's welcome though, charging up very, very hard. But of course, with a blazing, humongous explosion here, RSG are going to be on the back foot of this one. There goes Super Friends with a nice pullback. Escalera following it up with some good damage. The Soul Bloom. No casualties yet, but Escalera uses the flicker, gets the first blood on the net.
Oh, the aggression coming out from ONIC. And by the way, that fight looked really dicey for ONIC. They did get the turtle because they don't have the retribution on Demon Kite, but Super Fritz's timing on the ultimate with the Purify as well, that was massive. That allowed them to kind of survive the last insanity coming out from that.
Oh, Kelra, of course.
What a
Just
move.
doing Kelra things. This guy, this is the exact reason ONIC picked him up, man. Superstar power winning out on the 1v1s.
So again, the components are here for this Season 13 Super Team. And we're seeing some decisions right now that are proving that point, but they still have a lot of work to do here against RSG. But look at the pressure, top side, light. Under that turret, should be fine, heals up as well, has the roar. So right now RSG is going to hold on, but look at this lead that ONIC Philippines has already garnered themselves, nearly 2K at the 3.5 minute mark. And they are just moving around so well as a unit together.
And not only that, you can see that Carry is leading by 800 gold over his matchup, the Bruno. That is not going to be a good thing for RSG. Knowing that Kusei needs to be activated as soon as possible, the fact that Kelra is already up by a full boots as well as the first item, which is the Corrosion Scythe, it's difficult now for RSG to actually team fight in the second turtle, which happens to be near the gold lane area.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But right now, obviously, ONIC are playing around the fact that there are basically no threats on RSG if the X-Borg is not around. So Nats, as long as they have vision of Nats, ONIC can basically do whatever they want on the map right now.
Yep, and with that, next turtle, the game's going to be up here. ONIC Philippines getting a position, but RSG with the response wants to go ahead and contest this. It's going to be a full-on forced fight here.
Very forced up on with Escalera as well. Nice catch from Super Friends on the Netherrealm, but of course, they just have the turtle buff here to maybe help them out with this fight here. Light pretty low, and Nats has to use the last insanity in a very off angle, absorbing some damage as well from Escalera. RSG overall just not ready to fight at all.
Damage output from ONIC overwhelming, and this is because of their early aggression. RSG really did not, weren't prepared about this initiations coming out from ONIC, going for the invades. And the thing for RSG is that despite them drafting a great composition around this Bruno Minotaur, they're not using it. We haven't seen any good plays from Light. This is Minotaur is too passive for someone like Light.
Oh.
That is true. Right now, Light is again being forced to use all his utils just to basically just survive here right now.
Yeah, not only that too, but earlier, just a little bit ago, Super Friends picked up the Necklace of Durance to help with some of that sustainability that's supposed to come out from this Minotaur here. Gem, though.
Oh, Gem, this might be the chance for RSG to get a point here, and they do.
Okay, so they grabbed that. It's a Flask also picked up by Escalera, so you're kind of at this fight against who has that sustainability, who's able to counter that.
Oh!
Wow, look at the damage.
Look at that. How can you sustain against this one? Even with the Minotaur right now, just no way that Kusei is surviving against that, even forcing a flicker out of the Minotaur.
Oh man, I'm really liking this Faramis pickup coming out from ONIC. It looks like it's very like straightforward, but there's a lot of like good stuff that can come out of it. First, you have the Purify so that you can actually jump into the backlines and complete your snag no matter what happens, no matter how hard RSG wants to cancel that. And then you have the supplement of the Matilda with the Faramis Matilda comp for ONIC and the fighter build from Kelra. It means that it's actually difficult for RSG to output the damage enough to take down the members of ONIC. It's not like RSG is lacking damage, it's just that the sustain from ONIC is underratedly good.
Yeah,
That is true.
underratedly good. You know, it's and not only that, but I just feel like RSG needs a lot more time here, like a lot, to be able to go against this sustainability that ONIC Philippines lineup has. Not to mention how they're going to battle this third turtle out here. It looks like they want to go ahead and take it though. King Kong in a position though.
Last Insanity just to secure that Demon Kite. RSG gonna go over with the turtle because of that, but of course paying for it with Light. And maybe a push on the mid.
Well, it's gonna be that's actually surprising that Demon Kite landed that. Great place. And that's what you do. Skill 1 plus the Retribution. That's how you use the Fredrin nowadays. And now Light finally has something to kind of sustain himself with that dominant size.
Oh yeah.
Finally. And we'll need more for sure. Maybe a Flask afterwards. But for RSG, it's a waiting game now. They definitely lost control at the early stages of the game. We'll have to wait for latter portions.
Yeah, and RSG trying to maybe capitalize on the small amount of momentum that they got off of that turtle. They're trying to see if they can start some battles, but ONIC, they're not fighting.
Yep, good item pickups here though for RSG. Got a couple, especially in the hands of Kosei, right? He's got the Berserker's Fury, he's already got the Claws, he's going to be working on his next. He's the one that needs the most time here, right? This is, a lot of the times when you pick up a Bruno, it's because your power spike's pretty great after the first two items. But right now, given the situation, given the amount of sustain that ONIC Philippines has, you just need way more time here, right? So RSG is going to find themselves in this kind of a backs against the wall position for at least a few more minutes.
And I love the way Escalera is playing right now. Basically baiting him out here. King Kong, Daytona's welcome straight into the fight. Kelra doing a massive amount of damage. Even against the Turtle Guard here. Nats might be forced to use Last Insanity just to clear the minion waves later on. But Escalera finally getting some punish on his side. Look at that. Demon Kite, got displaced rather, by this missile expert. And they might just be able to defend this, just barely.
Oh, just barely. But that's good news for RSG. I think that the longer that they maintain this mid lane turret, the longer that they have the power spike. And by the way, another Lord fight. This is the first Lord fight. However, Light as well as Kusei are in the opposite end of the continent.
They're not even a part of this.
No, at all.
Maybe that's the right decision though. Given how much they're struggling. I mean, looking at all the skirmishes and team fights we've seen so far, RSG has not had a good chance in a lot of them, right? So you might as well, if they say, you know what, give up this Lord, let them take it, try to find something if we can. I don't even know if they don't even get the tier 1 top side.
Yeah.
So you're really wondering, was this worth it for RSG to go ahead and give that up? Because now they've got to deal with this first Lord push.
Fortunately for RSG, that's a big objective that they lost.
The gold difference here.
Gold difference from gold laners as well. It's a full item that Killer is ahead of.
Yeah, literally a full item. So we're talking about how fast scaling right now is Kusei. Man, the moment you got your two items, Killer already had 3. So yeah, in terms of scaling, definitely ONIC, they know they're ahead by a long margin.
Yep. With that, we'll see if RSG can hold it together here. They're trying to keep the Lord at least at bay for the longest they can. They are going to make quick work of it, but they're going to get sandwiched in here unless ONIC Philippines decides not to commit.
Oh, look at them.
It looks like they don't. So right now, at least they buy a little more time. They did take some damage as well on the tier 3 towards the base here on the bottom side. Gem was trying to put some pressure there. So they work around it, but another big item pickup from Kelra with a Malefic Roar here, now making him even more of a threat as ONIC Philippines has garnered 7,000 gold on top of the Raiders here for RSG.
It's so funny because you know the way that RSG are playing so safe because number 1, Super Friends is so aggressive.
Yeah.
Number 2, Escalera is just trying to catch someone.
Yeah.
Non-stop, all game long.
Oh. Now this means that RSG, they're on a cleanup duty now, and this is what you do when you're down by 7,000 gold and your enemy just got the first Lord against you. Just clear the way. Just relax. There's nothing that you can possibly do to trump that 7,000 gold lead at 11 minutes. Even when you say that you can outplay a team, just one spell, you're already going to be taken out. It's smarter for RSG to just defend. And this is the part where it's just a patience game now.
Yeah, the hard part about it is like your literal tank in Light or even Demon Kite. Hell, even Navs. Like, you're going to get shredded down by Kelra, you know, for the most part. So it's like, where do we find that opportunity if you're RSG to actually turn the tide of this game? You know, even if time kind of goes on from here, yes, at some point you get a little more durable, you get a little more tanky, but the way ONIC Philippines has been playing, a lot of times you're going to expect them to look for a force situation if they can before RSG even gets to that point. Right now, 20 seconds away from this Lord.
You know what? It's actually we haven't seen the sample size of how many carries have reached maximum attack speed right now because the cap has been adjusted a little bit, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So we're gonna see for sure Light or Demon Kite evaporate depending on the itemization the Calra's on already.
Yep. And that means that you, even in the maybe 15-minute mark, ONIC are pretty strong. Oh no, Nats.
Oh no, Nats. He's running out of HP right there with just a few hits from Kelra.
Oh, Light.
We'll see something. This is going to be a big trigger pull here. Coming in from RSG, trying to get as much damage as they can onto King Kong. But Light is the one to fall. Who will get the Lord, though? And that's going to be a double. Demon Kite still gets that Lord. Paying for it with his life, but RSG must be very happy. Although they're losing members really, really quickly right now.
Jose flickers out, but it's a wipeout. ONIC Philippines. They don't care about the Lord here. They won the fight.
It was so fast. The graphics just showed Gem when they were wiped out already. That's how quick ONIC did that play.
Is this and the ball? They have Nats, and there's a flicker play as
Lights
well.
up.
They can still defend this, I think.
Oh
no,
bro!
Never mind.
No way!
Never
Look
mind.
at that.
Never mind.
They shredded it like it was nothing.
A lot of people have been commenting. First is Arms, who is no longer playing. And the second one, and the longest running Louis God of MPL is E2Max,
Come on, the
coach of ONIC PH right now.
E2Max. Well, let's see how exactly this Louis performs in this lineup as we jump into the Land of Dawn. Game number 2 here for match 2 of day 3. It's match point currently for ONIC Philippines against RSG. Can they extend the series?
It's so funny because in the previous series of ONIC, we also saw the Selena, which is also an E2Max hero. Yeah. So
he's living through them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Let me live vicariously through you by you picking my heroes.
It's amazing. And it's funny because Super Prince is willing to use these heroes because he also thinks he can make it work. Yeah. I have to respect that. You have to respect that.
Well, let's see if that ends up working out, right? Already oh, wow.
Whoa.
That is some damage.
Damage. It's a pretty good damage there coming in from RSG.
I wonder what they chose. I think Nats might have chosen the Assassin emblem because That's the only reason. I remember now. The second skill of Paquito was actually buffed.
Yeah. Early game, you hit level 2, you're a walking time bomb.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that explains the damage. Actually,
you don't have to say it like that if you don't want to. Well, that's all right.
We all want to.
I would.
You
We
know?
all want to.
That's like that's damage with finesse.
With finesse.
Like
It's damage in Italian.
yes.
Damage.
Damage.
And with that, again, nothing too crazy. But I will say that both teams have kind of, they checked each other here, right?
Oh, yeah,
no one's
for
gone
sure.
down just yet. They're waiting for some of more of these level 4s to come online here. But ultimately, they're going to make their way to that turtle. But look at this. This is already a different start, at least in the gold lane. Kelra getting bullied a little bit, but can he activate that thing we were talking about before here in the top side, though?
Huge fight, activating turret presence already, and here we go! The backup was so quick from ONIC. RSG had no time to respond.
Oh my God. Orbital strike coming out from ONIC with super fins and the diversion.
Yeah, huge diversion there. Super Friends called it in the perfect spot where you will not see it come in. Of course, they come out on top with the turtle as well.
So they come out swinging. They get the objective. They get the first blood here. This is already a great start once again for ONIC Philippines. Just how they had that early game in the previous game. Oh, Nats.
Oh, this is going to be pretty massive here. Nats can't really leverage the buff on the Paquito if you're fighting, especially a guy with the BOS, the Body of Smith, man.
Yeah.
Can't deal with it.
That was uncalled for from Nats, actually. Shouldn't have fought. And now RSC are crumbling. They're not making the better decisions going up against ONIC.
So with that, I guess one of the big things here too, having the Lui, a hero we don't often see in quite a few leagues, right? How will this play a part here in the lead that ONIC Philippines has garnered themselves? It's nothing too crazy, but we have to talk about the ultimate available to that Lui and help with displacement and positioning here, Wolf.
Well, they didn't set themselves up for
There
success.
There it is. There we go again. Really quick rotation on the bottom side of the map. That's a 5-man ONIC stack against 4 right now from RSG, and they are struggling to push M back.
But yeah, going back, I think RSG, what they need to do now is to make sure that their lanes are not getting pushed and leverage this Paquito eventually, because otherwise it will be dead weight. So how do you leverage a Paquito? First is you go for instant kills on your enemy's gold laners. That's one. However, Nats doesn't have the flicker.
No.
So another option here that you can use for the Paquito is the split push. But also ONIC have figured that out. They have diversion onto Super Fits. That's the Luyali's ultimate, by the way. I'm not talking about actual diversion with small D.
Yeah. And speaking of diversion, man, we were diverted here. Light did not see it coming as well. And you got to be careful with the Escalera. He's very deadly with that final slash so far. No kills getting, but you can see the fret. It's there.
Yeah, with this, the battle for the turtle, Demon Kite going to be zoned out quite a bit here.
Yeah, full vision right now. Demon Kite in no position to get this retribution at all. Look at that 2-man zone here, and they even take him down. Nats trying to fight back, but he is being pushed as well. Look at this beautiful movement here coming in from Nats, getting something done here for RSG finally.
Hey, I'm surprised Nats even got the kill there. I thought he was gone. At least he got something, right?
Yeah.
At least RSG is now on the board. But even with that, they still try to hold it together here. Guys watching online, ladies and gentlemen, grab that code while you can. We're not sure how long that's going to last, but grab it.
Superstar match giveaway.
Oh man, RSG lost Demon Kite, and because of that death, there will be a massive difference in terms of EXP. King Kong is now level 8. 2-0-1 for the Baksha means that ONIC will have secured their retributions easily. And additionally, they got the turtle. So this is super duper good for ONIC. I mean, eventually Super Fritz died, but he already did his job. The diversion play was there. The burst down was there. Super Fritz was actually the hero or the player that took down the turtle. So ONIC are in a great spot now.
Great spot right now. Still Looking to put the pressure here on this tier
There
1.
you go. Activating Final Slash right away. Light can't really react properly here. He's going to go down. But here is a follow-up from RSG. We got RTZ on the sides, waiting in the wings to wait for a target. But no one is in sight here. Escalera going to fall here. A big boon for RSG, and will be forced back by ONIC. While RSG's Nats looking at the top side of the map, he's doing exactly what you said, Wolf. He's trying to leverage that Paquito.
Yep. Yeah, that's how you deal with ONIC now if you're RSG. Take advantage of the Paquito split push and force out fights when you can. Don't really overthink it. And now,
look at that.
Speaking of, like we were talking about earlier.
Man, Wolf is so good at predicting. He predicted the fun fact of the day.
Koshetu Max. Oh, hold on.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness, Light. There's just no exit for this guy the moment ONIC sinks their teeth in him. And another play coming in. ONIC, they're not stopping. Oh, my God. That could have been bad for Nats.
Yeah, and the thing is, they only sent 2 of their players there to deal with Nats.
Man, what a diversion.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. What is this, Loyi?
Oh,
this is why you pick this hero, right? It causes chaos.
And chaos being leveraged here as well for ONIC. Beautiful movement. They take out the gold laner of RSG.
And the damage to actually put Demon Kite low. Another diversion play. Nats might not expect this. Kelra is here.
They're on the search. They're on the hunt.
Oh, they're going for him.
Nats. Go for it, Nats. Oh, can he pull it off? Pull off the 2v1. Missing out on the final slash. But Nats is still ready. Light finally coming in for the backup.
That was a weird final flash.
Yeah, hit air. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, but then again, ONIC still got the turtle, and then will be marching up top.
Kelra, okay, he's got to be careful here, but so they trade things across the map for now.
Another
Diversion,
one.
Though.
Another one, man. Let us breathe. Man, ONIC this is actually super smart, right? For ONIC, they're not letting RSG have a foothold.
Yes.
They're not letting him breathe at all, literally.
Correct. That's the correct play coming out from ONIC. Do not let go of the grip. You have map control anyways, and RSG is in a state of confusion, right?
Yeah.
They're shell shocked.
They're diverted, man.
Yeah.
They literally are diverted.
You know?
Yep.
This isn't
Another
map
play.
control, man. This is map monopoly.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
See, you might wonder why, and so are we.
Sorry.
But
But
yeah.
they made it work.
Just want to make sure no one's, you know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. What I like that they're doing with the diversion for ONIC Philippines is they're also kind of, it's a guessing game almost. Because, again, you have to counter the fact that Nats is split pushing like a madman. He's doing literally all that Nats can right now. He's not going to join any of these fights as they try to deal with this. But ONIC Philippines playing with that kit that Loyi brings to the table is to kind of counter in some of this macro level play that's happening from Navs, despite them being down 3,000 gold.
Yeah. Nats looking like the shining beacon here for RSG. Maybe their way back to claw it back.
Yeah.
Get some leverage or some control back of the map.
And RTZ as well, popping the Echo. Very important because that's how you identify where ONIC members are at. Kind of lessens the diversion plays, but ONIC. One thing that you also have to take note about the Louis is that it deals massive damage actually.
Yeah.
There they go. They're going to the, we call it the
So
ambush.
There it is.
Ambush from the back! They hit him from the back and RTZ can't even react.
What a play.
What a play.
What a play.
That, like,
That's all you can say.
No, like, Louis Yi brings this certain IQ to any team that decides to draft her. And if you make it work, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But sometimes you blunder.
Yeah.
Well, right now, ONIC Philippines is not blundering with this pick, and that will garner them this Lord as well, furthering the lead that they have to work around the map. And another diversion goes to the bot lane.
Okay. Now I think it's worth it to name bushes now.
Yeah.
And that play that they did, this where light is, that bush where light is.
What's
Me
it
and
called?
Manjin wanted to call it the ambush.
The ambush.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's...
I'm so proud of you.
and it's perfect because
It was perfect.
it was perfect because of this game. It's called the ambush.
Let's make that official.
Welcome
now.
to the Tito desk, by the way. If you
that's right.
haven't heard this trio before in the seasons past, there's a lot of Tito jokes and dad jokes thrown around.
Yes, sir.
Shows our age. And Manji's as well.
Oh, no.
Oh! Get that? That's
Oh, no.
can't really serve. No, that's 4 members and a very basically fully fed Kelra.
Oh, man.
He hasn't shown his face in the fights. That's because he's so busy farming it up so much. He's scary.
Oh, man.
And alongside, obviously, the burst coming in from Aloyi, who has had so many assists. How many assists does Aloyi have?
He's got 6. It's on the
6.
board. Right? Again, with
70%.
this. Yeah, with this play, too, they know, like, this is the difference here with this lineup from ONIC Philippines. When they have this lead here, they love to keep putting the pressure on whoever they're playing, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. This game hasn't been like the Kelra show, right? It's not that.
It's definitely
it's
not.
the entire team doing it again, figuring out what works for them, even with this lineup, as they now get ready for the base.
Oh, beautiful activation there of the final slash. Playing it around that turret, playing it under, and juggling that damage quite well. Even Escalera going to be surviving because of the immortality. I would say pretty well-performed defense as well for RSG. I mean, they didn't lose any turrets at the very least.
That is actually a great defense from RSG.
Yeah.
Despite a lot of explosions from ONIC, they still managed to keep their turret. It's actually, like, you know, look at that. And another fake teleport. Whew.
Another one, but Escalera this time, even at low HP, activates it, goes for the kill. And Demonkite might actually fall alongside the inhibitor turret there. Bottom side getting wailed on by Keller as well.
The attack speed.
We're seeing it. Well, we're seeing that attack speed change
man.
being done to these marksmen.
It's just 12 minutes into this game.
That was a good choice, by the way, from Escalera to decide, you know what? I know I'm quite low, but
Yep.
I'm going to do this so that we get these turrets. And they got 2 out of that, so great decision there from ONIC Philippines.
At 13 minutes, and actually a few seconds before that, you're already locked item if you're Kelra. And then you just sell your boots, get another one, and you're A-OK. ONIC are in a very, very good spot now. They can even go for another teleport play soon.
Yeah, they don't seem to be there doesn't seem to be any hesitation at all for them,
Yeah.
right? Super Friends making these shots matter, making these diversion plays matter. And Escalera always ready to pull the trigger on the final slash. Playing it on the Nats here.
Oh,
Followed up very well by RSG this time around. Escalera might be in trouble here and will be saved by the diversion play. Not really. No, not active at all here. And RSG bite back.
huge play there from RSG. It looked like ONIC Philippines wanted to go for it, and RSG said no.
Yeah, great plays coming out from RSG. A great identification as well. Now they have a sort of a green light to actually take the Lord Dance.
Finally, right? After how many minutes? RSG looking like they're ready to
Gemma's
fight.
flicker.
Kelra, though, in the backside. Lord, half health, less than. As
Where's
they
the
put pressure.
retribution? King Kong, he's winding it up. Fighting right now is going to be light under that Lord pit. And Kusei on the side. Who got the retry? It's going to be King Kong.
King Kong gets the Lord, and they force him back. Conceal used as well. Escalera looking to put the pressure in. He's got the flicker available. Look at the base.
Oh, man, I think they got caught out there in a bit of a surprise, maybe. And basically, a big thank you comes out from King Kong. You know what? You put down the Lord. Thank you very much. It's mined up.
By the way, Kelra picked up the Athena shield, sells his boots. This is a great pickup coming up from ONIC.
Right now, Lord down the mid lane. Diversion going to be used as well. They go for it.
Here comes Clara on the back here. Oh, beautiful. Oh my God, this is just non-stop massacre here. The King Kong up front.
Kelra.
Damage is coming in from Kelra. Wants to finish it and go.